Hi everybody, this is Steven or Husky to Healthy on YouTube. Today is Sunday, July 31st, 2011. I missed my update videos that I usually do on Thursday, and so this is going to be kind of a combination video. This is really a response video to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works on YouTube, which is Proof, ProofWLSWorks. I'm sorry, that's ProofWLSWorks on YouTube. Great site, great place for information. So if you haven't been there, go there. There's usually basically a subject or question that's brought up every week starting on Sundays, and then they have a regular group of people that are pretty good about answering from their point of view every day. It's a great fount of information, whether you're a lap band person, vertical sleeve person, gastric bypass person, what have you. Even if you're just trying to lose weight, it's just a great source of information. Today's question was, what do you currently do to exercise? I'm paraphrasing really roughly. What do you currently do for your weight loss program, for exercise, and how is that working for you? Are you finding yourself bored with it? And what are you willing to do to ramp it up or change or improve it before 2010 is over with? Great question. Great question. In fact, something that I've been mulling over in my head for quite a while. I love it when the new month starts on a Monday because to me it's really easy to get, hit the ground running with a new plan. So, for myself, I currently do use Nike Plus, and I walk a lot, or I walk a lot for me. I live in Houston, Texas, where the temperature is been around 100 to 102 with 1,000% humidity, which can make it hard to work out, which can even be harder for the fact that since I've had weight loss surgery, my internal temperature clock is off, and I have to be really careful when walking because my body may be overheating, but I'm not really feeling the heat. So I have to be really careful about bringing water with me and, making sure that when I do walk that I stay around the perimeter of my home. So if I need to come back because I'm not suddenly don't feel well or feel like I need to collapse or something, I'm home. Knock on wood, that hasn't happened. Hope it doesn't happen. But I use Nike Plus, and I try to do about 33 miles a month. It's a good way to track it, and it's kind of a little game for me. I need a game. I need a little goal or something that I can reach. If it's just like, we'll try to work out every day, it doesn't work. But, I post it on my Facebook page when I work out and stuff like that. I get a lot of good feedback from my friends, congratulating me, but it also has a little bit of accountability. But so I usually do that about 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes less, sometimes more. But I also go to the YMCA, where I currently am doing the weight circuit, which is 13 machines from my program. And then I follow it up with 30 minutes of the cardio glide. I wish that I had better knees. I have a problem with one of my knees. I don't ever want to have knee surgery like my brother has, but they give me a little bit of problems. So when I go walk, I actually walk at a good pace. I walk at about 15.3 miles per hour. I'm sorry, take that back. A 15.3 15.3 minute mile is what I walk normally. And, I'd love to run. Sometimes I do a little sprint, go around the block a little bit, and each block is about 0.25 miles. So, sometimes if there's not a lot of people around watching me run, I'll sprint maybe for a block or so like that, and then I'll slow down because either my knee's feeling it or it's too hard on my heart. But at least I'm getting out there doing something. But for the cardio glide, it really works for me. I'm able to keep up a really good level. I'm able to get the arms moving, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my knee. But it's kind of boring, it's kind of boring. And I'm also working with a weight loss or food weight loss head therapist as far as, trying to keep a good head on this mentally as far as staying on track and finding out, um, my triggers and what causes me to eat and warped thinking, because half of this is a mental battle. Probably more than this is a half of it is a mental battle. But she brought up a good point. She's like, wow, she's like, you walk about an hour and 10 minutes, because I do a 4 minutes, 4 mile walk. She's like, so that takes you about an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm like, yes. And she's like, and so you do your weight training routine, and that takes you about 30 minutes. Then you get on the cardio glide for 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah. She's like, so you're working out about 5 hours a week. And I said, yes. And she's like, that's really like marathon training. I don't think it is. But she's like, that's really intense training. She's like, what happens when you reach your goal? Are you going to stop? And I'm like, probably not. She's like, well, you know that if you do stop, your metabolism is going to wind up changing. She's like, it's just things to keep in mind. She's like, why don't you try to start incorporating some active things in there rather than just what you consider and view as exercise. Now, I hope that my life has changed and that I will always incorporate exercise into my diet, but she has a really, really good point. I have rollerblades that I spent too much money on that I've had for well over, oh gosh, I guess almost 10 years, that I've only used maybe 3 times, 4 times maybe, who knows. And I would really like to use those. I'm not really good as far as like group sports, but I do kind of like being outside, especially now that I've lost some weight and it's not like having a stroke when I'm outside. So this question was really, really pertinent to me as far as things that I was already thinking about. And what I'm planning on doing is to cut back on the walking. The walking's good, it gets me outside, but then on the same hand, where I'm walking is all street traffic, and I read a really interesting report about people who walk in highly urban areas where there's a lot of transportation, where, you're breathing in all the carcinogens from the car fumes and everything else that's out there. And, I'm not saying that it's bad per se, it's just, something to think about. And walking is okay, but every once in a while I get bored. And so I'm thinking about mixing up my routine. I love body pump. I used to go to body pump before I had surgery, but unfortunately the instructor that teaches body pump only teaches it one day of the week at the gym now, and he teaches it at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. Well, that's kind of rough for me because I get home around 4. Well, I get off work at 4:30, get home around 5. So unless I eat something really, really fast and then let my stomach settle down a little bit, which I don't like to do right when I get home, I'm going to wind up going to the gym, working out and doing body pump for an hour, coming home around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then I'm going to want to eat something, and I don't want to go to bed with all that food in my stomach. So I liked it better when body pump was at 5:30, but unfortunately, with the instructor that I really like, that's not an option for me anymore. So what I may wind up doing is I think I'm going to mix up my routine to cut the walking out for a month and going to go to the gym Mondays and Thursdays. I'm going to work on just my legs and my abs for 30 minutes. I'm going to try to do some other machines that aren't programmed onto my thing, and then run for 30 minutes. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm going to do my arm exercises, or I may do Wednesdays and Fridays, do my arm exercises, my chest and my back and shoulders for 30 minutes, and then do the cardio glide for 30 minutes. And then if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever is the day that I don't wind up working out, I'm going to just do 45 minutes to an hour of straight cardio glide. And then on the weekends, I'm going to try to find something to do that gets me outdoors. I'm probably going to try to find like a place that'll teach me how to do inline skating or skating like that, or regular roller skating in a roller skating rink, so I can work on my balance and my core, and do something fun because I want to be able to exercise but also be active and be healthy. So I thought this was a really, really great question, and I've gone on now for just over 10 minutes. It's probably gone, more than I wanted to, but that's where I am. That's how I'm going to try to do it. I'm just going to do it for August and see how it works, and if I can really see changes in my body and really feel motivated and invigorated about my workout, then we'll see it from there. If it's a failure, then I'll go back to walking every other day and going to the gym every other day and just doing the regular cycle. But I think it's real important for not only doing cardio, but to do the weight training also. I definitely can tell a change in the shape of my body from that. Uh, I had my surgery on May 5th, 2011, and I guess August, August 5th will technically be 3 months from there, but I'm already down almost 65 pounds. I'm down from a size 40 waist, and I was just able to buy a size 34-inch waist pants. I went from 276 pounds, and I'm now at 214. I think I'm doing great. I'm very happy with the weight loss. I'm very happy with my non-scale victories. I'm happy with everything, but I've got to be able to not become bored with it that I don't do it, and be able to find a way to incorporate it in everyday life also. So it's not just a where it feels like something I have to do, but it's something that I look forward to doing and something that invigorates me. Last week I kind of slacked off and didn't do very much other than the walking, but tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to see what's going to go on with this new workout routine that I have planned, and we'll just see what happens. Also, another thing exciting is in August, I really, 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 really like Michael Pollan's book, Food Rules, and just the way that he talks about how, if your grandmother really doesn't recognize it as a food, do you really want to stick it in your body? So also in August, I'm going to be incorporating this change with, I am not going to go out to eat anywhere. The only food that I am going to stick in my body is food that I have prepared. And I'm not talking like a lean cuisine or something like that. I'm talking about as many ingredients as I can, at least 80 to 90% of the ingredients I have gotten from the grocery store in its raw form, and I prepared a dish. And I really want to see how my body feels and how my weight loss corresponds to it. I think that, the more that you can control, if you can make yourself granola bars, you're going to be able to control the amount of sugar or the amount of sweetness and all the stuff in there, and you're going to cut out most of the preserves. Same thing with chili. I'm big on eating chili for lunch. I haven't got my chili recipe down pat yet, but at least I know what's going in it. And, I had a friend who worked at a chili plant, and if you heard all the horrible things that accidentally get mixed into chili, it's amazing that I still eat chili from a chili plant. But I just want to be able to control what goes into my body. I also have sent an email to Banded Wendy. Hey, Banded Wendy, about maybe trying to incorporate once a month a detox day, where I detox my body. Nothing crazy, nothing outrageous, but